Hi, I'm Glenn. And I'm Glenn. Yeah, so it's just me here today. I am without wife. Not that I'm without wife. Despite the fact that our last video was without Cheryl as well. It does not have any relationship to our marital status currently. We are married. But one of the things I wanted to talk through really quickly is we wanted to do something a little bit different during the month of November. Now, most people know that November is National Novel Writing Month. So that means, of course, National Novel Writing Month is dedicated to those who have been maybe thinking about writing a novel. In addition to that, it's also NAGADEMON. Oh, wait, it's what? Yeah, it's NAGADEMON. It's also National Game Design Month. Mon. So no one need call anybody to exorcise or cast out any foul or evil spirits. Kind of going with the same popularity of National Novel Writing Month, people are taking to going out and finally making that game that they've been wanting to. And truth be told, I've been camping on a game 2 years. I've been thinking about it and writing things down as they come up. And sometimes I go hog wild for about a week or two, maybe three, and then I usually run into some kind of snag and I get less excited about it and I end up throwing it into just leaving it in the kind of notebook that it exists in. And there's nothing intrinsically wrong with that. But I think one thing that I was really inspired by was I played a game last night, City of Remnants. That game is crazy pants. There's so much going on. One of the things that was really inspiring is how so many different systems and how stories are being told in that game. And there were so many elements of it that I found fascinating, that I found so intriguing, and were things that I've been trying to work out in the game that I've been nursing for as long as I have. Hang on, I have to check the computer's clock. Okay, November 5th. So I'm 5 days down already. The game, which up to this point has a working title of Friday Night Fight or The Last Great Film War, is a game about movie theaters. It was right after college. I was working in a movie theater because it was that post-college thing where I'm just trying to find kind of cool jobs. A comic book store, or I wanted to work in a movie theater, or I wanted to work at In-N-Out. Just things that you do when you're out of college and you have no direction. And one of the things that I found truly fascinating about working in a movie theater was that every time you take in a movie, it's something of a gamble. I work specifically at a one-screen movie theater, so it was tiny, it was independent. Every time you chose a movie, you were choosing a movie that had to bring money in. So if you chose some really artsy-fartsy, fancy schmancy movie, that theater would have been bankrupt immediately. They would have closed it. So they would really double down on rated G movies and the Hollywood blockbuster of the month. It was like Mission Impossible and King Kong and Ice Age 3. And I watched those movies so many times that I probably could recite them if they were on the television screen right now. But it was a gamble. You had to get people in. You had to attract at least enough people to stay afloat and stay alive. And because it was a one-screen movie theater, it had a lot of unique things going for it. There were a lot of people who chose to go there when they could have gone to the big, fat, 24-screen theater. And the 24-screen theater has a lot of things going for itself. It has a lot of overhead. There's a lot of people to manage. There's also still the same gamble of how many screens do I put, the big winter blockbuster into. And so I started making a game based on it. And I think what I have so far is really interesting. It's not much of a game right now, so much as pieces shifting around on a tabletop. But I want to try. And I think I can come up with something playable by the end of November. I think it would be really interesting and really fun. So that's what this is. It's an announcement that I will be participating in.
NAGADEMON.
And I will... Still, the name still is horrifying. I'll be participating in National Game Design Month, and my goal is to have something playable by the end of the month. I'll be posting tweets on it on the Couple versus Cardboard Twitter account as well as on the Instagram account. But we're also going to aggregate all that onto Tumblr. So set up a Tumblr account and you can check that out at coupleversusnagademon.com. I really don't like calling it Nagademon. National Game Design Month, but it's the acronym. You get it. What that will mean for Couple versus Cardboard is for the next month, we're probably just going to be back to doing about 1 or 2 videos a week. Again, thanks so much for all your support. And also look, this week we will be announcing the winner of our Couple versus contest, which those were so fantastic. So look forward to that. We'll be posting that probably somewhere around Wednesday or Thursday. Again, thanks so much for all your guys' support. We are so thankful for all the Couple versus Cardboard fans out there. Keep playing awesome games, and me and, Cheryl will be back with you guys next time. Thanks.